Good morning. Welcome to One Seashell channel. How are you doing this morning? One of my subscribers wanted me to talk about the coronavirus. Now, I already had masks at my home for different reasons. And my question is, do you think we as drivers, we need to carry masks in our cars to hand out to passengers just to protect ourselves from the airborne virus that is going around? Or should the passengers be equipped with their own masks when they come into our vehicle? It has been reported that there was one patient in a hospital who was infected by the coronavirus, infected 14 nurses. 14 nurses. One patient, 14 nurses. And they also found out a lot of the people, which is up to 2,000 now, last time I checked, a lot of people have not been to the seafood markets where they found the virus because of the wild animals that they had packed in there, the raw seafood. It was like a cross-contamination type issue, and they found the virus there. But there are other people in other countries in China who is infected. They have not gone to that market, which is a clear indication that it is airborne. It's airborne. If you come in within, I think they were saying within 100 feet of that person who's infected, you are susceptible to it. You will catch it. This is the day and time we're living in, guys. I mean, and we deal with the public regularly in terms of being drivers or if you're out and about. And everyone is not going to feel comfortable wearing a mask because it makes them feel like, oh, stay away. He or she has something, stay away from them. So a lot of people are not going to wear a mask, you know. And then technically, there are certain masks that you're supposed to wear, a certain type of mask you're supposed to wear when it comes to airborne pathogens. And this is not one. This is just your basic, like if you have a toothache and you don't want air to go into your mouth, or you have a minor cold, something like that. But to prevent the air exchange, you need a mask with a filter. I remember when I would go into airborne pathogen isolation rooms, and there were certain masks we had to wear, and a certain way we had to, you know, gown up and things of that nature. But we're living in a day and time that want to be pushed away. They want to come together. So if that means they have to take their mask off, that's what they do, you know. But it's a concern because you just don't know. I think they said there was one case here, but like they knew, one patient infected 14 nurses. 14. One. So you can imagine. Looks is hot lips from how about that? Yeah, hot lips. Yeah, that was her name. You're funny. I was debating on wearing masks myself. Yeah, I have a whole pack of them. Because sometimes you have passengers in the car, they're coughing. I usually will give them a cough drop, and I also would crack my window on my side so that there will be some type of fresh air exchange. And then once they leave, I will put all of my windows down and just let it air out. And that's with any patient. Any passengers. That's if they have body odor, strong cologne smell. If they've been coughing or sneezing, I just let the air flow through, let the air exchange. Good morning. I'm back and better than ever. Absolutely. Okay, let's see there. It is scary. Do you think wearing a bandana will work as a mask? Not technically. Not technically. It won't. It will slow down. It will filter the air. I'm doing well, Josh. It will filter the air for sure. However, will it filter the virus? That's a different story. If I remember correctly, I think the proper masks are N95. It's a respiratory mask, which it has is made in such a way, it has thick layers on it. It made in such a way that it's good for 24 hours. Right, there you go. You got it. N95, you got it. It has layers to it. It's good for 24 hours. Then you have to switch it out. I'm quite sure Amazon has them, they're out there. But we are living in a time where this is where we are. This is where we are now. And virus has no target for no type of race. It goes to anyone. Whoever is carrying it, they can give it to someone else. And they don't have a cure yet. And they're not officially agreeing to it came from the supermarket. They found it there at the seafood market. That's where they found it. And in that seafood market, there was rodents, the raccoons, cat, porcupines, all kinds of animals that roam in the wild. And we don't know what they come in contact with in the wild. We don't know what they eat and how long the carcass been out there, and we just don't know that. But yet, there are some people who eat these type of animals. And it's sad when it comes to the seafood, because there's a lot of seafood boils going on YouTube. And we get a lot of our things from China, even though it was just one city, Wuhan. However, it's spreading throughout the surrounding cities from Wuhan, Wuhan. So I've been watching it here and there, trying not to live in fear, but it does put that question mark in your head to, okay, how can I protect myself? If I'm going to be around the public, or those who might come visit me, who is in the public's eye, customer service, interacting, so on and so forth, coming to my home, how can I protect myself? Because there's no cure. People are dying. They're dying from this. That's an old-fashioned car. So what do you guys think? Do you think we're at this point where everyone needs to start wearing the mask? Hey, Jimmy, Tree Wizard. When I get a chance, I'm going to read the feed, okay? So nobody will think I'm ignoring them. It just makes me feel a particular kind of way. Mars, and then there was another one, MERS, but that came through like kissing, and that came out of, I think they said that came out of China as well. It just going on, and then so many people now, what they trying to do is they're trying to leave. They don't want to stay there in Wuhan. They're trying to get out of here. Not get out of here, but get out of there. They want to take a chance on foreign land. This is what I just heard from a YouTuber who is from Africa, but she works in China, and that's where she is. And I follow her, and I was just watching her live, and she was talking about how some of the people in China, in Wuhan, and other places want to come out of that country. They'll take their chances on foreign land instead of staying there and get infected by the virus. People are trying to get away. They do? Oh, wow. Wow, a lot of them. That's sad. Oh, is that right, the thing? Is that right? Yeah, of course we want to die. We're going to die one day. That's for sure. Without a doubt. We're human beings. We are to die. Absolutely. But some people, they believe in reincarnation and so on and so forth. Absolutely. There's an end to everything sooner or later. Look at this. That's what kind of car is that, Frank? See that? You see that? It's a historic vehicle. When I get to a red light, if I can see him better, I'll show it. It keeps going out. Oh, he only got one brake light. That's cute. Well, the thing, I'm quite sure there are a lot of things that are set aside for the elite, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Absolutely. And a lot of times, by the time we hear of some type of warning or an alert is coming, a lot of other people, they're already out of the way. They're already in a safe zone. That's for sure. Yeah, they said that they were quarantined and in Wuhan, not supposed to be able to travel. This is their Chinese year, and people trying to travel. There's a lot to it. When I get time, I'll check it out. So you guys can chat amongst each other, but when I get time, I will definitely look at the chat. It's a white guy. Kind of little shit. It's blue seats. They look like they're real low. I think they can only drive those vehicles like what, once a month or so. They can't be on the road like the regular cars are. I wonder if that's, well, it's not that shiny. I wonder if it's valuable. You know what I mean? Like, what's the value of it? And how much it costs to keep it up? Where do you buy the parts from? Okay, let's see here. Hey, Jeremy. All right, let's see. $100,000 deaths. I haven't heard that. Biological chemical warfare. How can the virus be spread throughout the world, but there's not a single case in North Korea? Okay, there's a world leading virus research facility in the city which has been quarantined. It was obviously a leak from the place. They said the same thing when it came to AIDS, that it was because they were doing different types of research on animals, and then the virus leaked out. Like, I don't know if somebody carried it or whatever, but then they got rid of that part of the story, and now it's transmitted through sex, in exchange of bodily fluids with blood in it. I'm almost at a place where I can actually park and read. But there's so many different stories. My reason for talking about it is for awareness, not to bring fear, because that's the last thing we need is fear. Because when you're fearful, you're going to react in a way that doesn't make sense. You know, it's going to be irrational. Ooh. I'm going in the feed here. Oh, we had to get somebody out? Okay. Hey, Jazzian. Okay, healthy people. Impossible to contain. It's mutating and spreading without symptoms. They're going underground to bunkers. Okay. They've been had those out though. Bunkers been out a long time. That's how you turn your country into a police state. I heard they are having intercourse with animals. I heard that they eat the particular animals. Okay. And no case in Korea. From what we heard, right? We haven't heard anything. It's those people's fault how you are going to sell wild live animal next to a raw meat. It's a health violation just because someone doesn't want to do their job right. And out of corners, right? Hi from England, how are you? Well, depopulation is not a bad thing. Maybe this is okay. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Well, now, I mean, even if it was the people's fault for not, taking the proper procedure to handle the raw seafood versus the animals and so on and so forth, now is our problem because now it's out. And it's no time to fault each other. It's the time to find some type of solution to the problem, because it's going to, you just don't know how many people it's going to affect. There are about 50 deaths worldwide. Let's be realistic. And healthy people can beat it in a week. Healthy people can beat it in a week? I haven't heard that. Where you get that information from? Well, they should have done their job right at the food market, now dealing with these consequences. Don't shut down 18 cities of quarantine 56 million people. Over 50 deaths. The common cold kills thousands a year and doesn't shut down anyone. The elites are taking our attention away from something else. And what is that? Well, check the death count. You don't believe me. I checked it earlier today. It's been covered up by Chinese government. It's so funny how... That's true. That's true. Yeah, Yeah, that is so true, the thing. It is still mutating and getting stronger and more destructive. I don't know though. Okay. Did you see the video about this random across the entire city? No, I haven't seen that. About them disinfecting the entire city. Hmm. Yeah, it makes me think about different movies I've seen in reference to people being quarantined, and they think that help is coming, but actually they're being separated from the rest of the world. And if they were to try to cross over and they are infected, they will actually get killed. Incubation period is 2 to 14, and it can live out of the body on the surface for 72 hours. It will spread worldwide. Google search disease X. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. It's all a distraction from the global elite. Josh, thank you. Get a sausage biscuit, I declare. They even spray parts of the Great Wall of China. Really? Why only a part of it? Golly gee. It's not doing. People in Wuhan have no more beds and medical supplies. People are waiting hours in line just to be turned down. Oh my gosh. I'm more annoyed that we are accepting flights from. It makes you wonder, P.S. It makes you wonder, where's our greed? Like, it doesn't make sense. You would think, just like the cities are shut down, there should be certain airports shut down. But of course, money is involved. So sometimes human beings are sacrificed for money, unfortunately. At least they haven't shut it down as of yet. They're dying in front of their eyes. You can get a sausage muffin and hash brown for $2, right? No. No, you can't. Far as I know, you can't. Which is how we get those 2 confirmed cases, okay? This might be a distraction from flat earth. Whenever you turn on the news, it's just impending doom. It's always been the same. If you live in fear, you're more likely to comply. Yeah, that's true. The menu, the $2 menu. Oh, okay. Frank gonna add the tax to it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't think we should live in fear. I think we should just be aware and protect ourselves accordingly with whatever it is that we have. They should just cancel all flights around the world, but people are. A lot of money is involved. I'm not for canceling all rides all over the world or flights, but those particular cities that is documented that they have a particular person from that area who is infected, keep those particular airports shut down, whereas no one can go there and no one can leave from there. I think government did this on purpose to depopulate on Earth. Okay. The Chinese government is not doing. They're just getting rid of the bodies by burning them up. Wow. Buy goodies at the Dollar Tree. Okay. It's a lot of speculation, a whole lot. And the sad part about it, the only thing we can say is what we hear. We are not there. We're not directly connected. So it's so many things that we can think about that could be a possibility, but we're not absolutely direct to what is going on. Get a few stamps. Yeah, I think our stamps are 35 cents, but I got some already. That's you not being logical. It doesn't matter. Before it was Ebola, I remember one here in UK years back called mad cow. I remember that mad cow disease, right? Corona won't be the last. Oh, I'm totally aware of that for sure. You are fighting someone you can't see. Constant threat. Yeah. It's one of those things that we're not going to find the real deep reasoning behind it all, but we can all think of the possibilities of what it can be. Get a scratch off from the convenience store. Convenience store. Don't trust government. They are lying. And China military are killing people and planning countries. Okay. Propaganda tactics. You just gotta know what to research and how to research. 1728 play, 1820 head. Outbreak 1920 head. Bubonic plague. 2020 the coronavirus. I might go get some scratch off. Scratch off. Good. I declare. It's like I said, it's one of those things that we can go back and forth. Is this, is that, but we have no proof of our own. I'm sharing what I've found on the news and on Google, and talking to a lady who is from Africa, but she works in China, and that's where she is. And they were quarantined, and she could not go outside of her house. And if she did, she had to have her mask on, and everyone around her had masks on. But then I did see a couple people, they didn't have a mask on, and I don't understand that, because I would think everybody should have a mask on. So maybe some people are willing to die, but the thing is, you're taking other people with you who don't want to die. You know what I mean? Supposedly a friend of mine has the coronavirus, which I think he drank too many. He drank too many Coronas. Okay. Yeah, that's just, it's us. Everyone's lives is confusion. Who knows what they're really up to? Yeah. Just a hint of warning. If martial law happens, when the government takes out all power, that's when you're in need to be scared. I can't be scared at all. You know, the news is do your own research. Yeah, it's good to do your own research. I know you do love apples. Had that one myself, so bad in the morning. And last night, I declare. There you go, because people don't care. No, it's not that people don't care. I'm just not one to live in fear. If I'm going to be free, I'm not going to be free in fear. From my perspective. One, I'm not afraid of death. So that's not a problem for me. I don't mind doing what I can to make things better. That's for sure, But I'm just not one to, I've never been that type person, Martial law was declared in America. They would execute people and do tests on the infected. Yeah, I've seen a movie like that. Yeah. And usually 9 out of 10, if there's a movie out, either it most likely has happened somewhere out there, it has happened. How can you not be scared? The government doesn't care about people like you and me. Oh, I know, but that's the thing. I can't be afraid. I can't. I just can't. To be scared is a sign of weakness, and that will make you be more submissive or fall for anything. And I just can't. I'm just not that type of person. I've ran multiple simulations in plague company, and does not look good for humanity. Chelle, I'm not aware of hopes utter. I'm not in fear of anything. Everything is smoother than the sunny side of eggs. Absolutely. Well, what is that you're exactly doing, though? Well, what is that you're exactly doing? Me talking about it? Awareness. Not to put fear. It was a question. We as drivers, do we have to drive with this on now? Because we have passengers who comes in and out of our vehicles from different places. We pick up people from the airport. We take people. Hey there, Joseph the Texas rideshare guy. Hi. You love Meridian, absolutely. Hi, Meridian. So it's the question. This is where we are now. We deal with the public. We have people coming in and out of our cars and from different places. You know, if they have an access to come here and get ride share, you know, get a car, a request for someone to pick them up, we come in contact with them. You know, and everyone is not going to come over here with a mask on, knowing it is a flag and it's going to cause them to get attention. Okay, let's see here. Most movies and games are about zombie, dragon, demons, war. Always the same thing over and over and over again year after year after year. Some people actually believe zombies apocalypse is going on. Okay, variants and not only a mask will protect us from the coronavirus, they are saying it transferred through the eyes as well. Transfer through the eyes? How? Okay, I think between the in reference to the tear duct. Is that what you're saying? The tear duct, because that is an opening. Yeah, okay, I understand that part. No, okay, got that. No, it won't. That mask is. That makes you stand up for what you believe in. Yeah, from the tear ducts. I have a cure right now. I've been sick for 3 days with high fever, etc. Feeling better now. I'm glad you're feeling better, Joseph. In order to stop the virus, you must drink. Now the bars are going out of business now. I declare. I need a Corona. I need a Corona for the coronavirus. I declare. I declare. My mother has found a travel nurse RN job in Carson City, Nevada. If she gets the job, she'll be gone for 3 months. But I actually will miss her. Oh, and need to go visit and hang out with her. Awesome. Yes, she does love her Josh. Gracias. I had a 102.6 temperature Friday night. I was in a lot of pain from the fever. I have 99.9 now. Okay, so I'm on my way to getting better. Well, it seems. I went to a clinic, not the flu. Okay. And you haven't traveled or anything of that nature, correct? When you dream, the monsters see. When you dream, the monsters you see are what the system create for you. Okay. We will hear a lot of stuff until they get it figured out, assuming to get it figured out. True. Assuming that they do, exactly. Bill Gates caused the... he has the... No, he did not cause this. I declare. The things that's all I drink is Coronas. Okay. At the Tuscan bar. Okay, Bill Gates care about money, not people. Oh, I declare. No travels. Okay, I'm sure I got it from a passenger, but no one was sick that I am aware of. Okay. So, how would you feel, Joseph, if, let's say, if you had a mask? Would you feel comfortable giving this to a passenger? And then I wish a passenger was in here. How would they feel if a driver was to give that to them? You know what I mean? Or even if we start going to supermarkets or the doctor's office, because I know like where I go, they have a box right there, a mask. And if you have a cold, they want you to be respectful and they want you to put that mask on, you know? So I wonder if we will get to a point where places that are openly public places where they have masks there that we have to wear. Yes, research event. Okay, you said X and then 202. Okay. If I go out there, then we'll do something near Reno. Okay, that's awesome. I've never been there. I seen none of this is real. We're living in a virtual stimulation. You think so? The thing, I had a passenger a few weeks ago who had the flu and he was wearing a mask. That's so respectful. We beat smallpox. We'll beat this. Yes, every man for themselves. Important to know that it's airborne and we can be infected without knowing. Absolutely. Absolutely. They say if you're within 100 feet of that person. If it's fake, hey, I prefer for it to be fake and not real, considering. In Japan, a lot of people wear masks in public. Yeah, I was told it's because of the air is so polluted that they have to wear masks. They've been doing this for years. Yeah, it's like in Japan, that's normal to wear masks. How about that, right? I don't drive for Uber. I'm sorry. No, that don't bother people. Everybody here are not Uber and Lyft are drivers. Josh, my forum is not just for drivers. So, and they didn't say, no one said anything to you. You just said that. No one said anything about it. My belief is that the virus are man-made. Okay. Well, it's not fake. It's been around quite a while. The simulation theory is more believable than the Big Bang Theory or the story of creation in the Bible to me. It's pretty unlikely for us to be in a simulation, to be fair, okay? The question is, how bad is it? Yeah. Oh, I know you're not fake, but people here, no one asks you, are you a driver or a passenger? No one did that. You brought that to yourself. No one else put that question out there. We're just here discussing a situation that is in the news, and it can affect us in one way or another. There are patents for other coronavirus. This virus is not even named yet that I'm aware of. So how would you know? Well, no, the coronavirus, that is what it is. That's the name. Coronavirus has been around since the 60s. If it's been around since the 60s, and I've heard that it's been around a while, why now it's what it is today? It's all man-made by the CIA. Australians are working on a cure for corona. They are world beaters at this sort of thing. Really? I thought China was, but okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of talk on YouTube about it. People gonna have, oh, it's this, is that. Oh, I got this, I got that. Oh, this is really what it is. One of these things, the main thing for when I'm looking at it is, this is not a perfect world. It's imperfect. Things are gonna happen, but if we can protect ourselves, then that's what we need to do. If we can protect ourselves, that is what we need to do. That is what we need to do. This virus causes inflammation of the lung and people cough up blood and then they collapse. We only know what we are told. It could all be a mind control to push more vaccine. Possible. It doesn't bore me to listen to you stuff from everyone, but I'm more interested in stuff Miss Merlin knows about. Or buying her lunch. I declare, Josh, you gotta blend in. It's all good. Are a large family of viruses that causes illness, ranging from the common cold, wow, to more severe disease such as Middle East respiratory syndrome and severe acute respiratory syndrome, because they're trying to depopulate the earth, the chemical, biological warfare. Do you know what that even means? Yeah, I know what that even means. It means no more existence. That's what that means. That means wipe out. That means get rid of. We all gonna die one day. That's it. I'm not thinking I'm gonna live forever. I don't want to live forever. So, however I have to go, the way I believe God see fit for me to go, it is what it is. It's no big deal on my part. But while I'm here, if there's a way that it can be prevented, then yeah, I want to do something about it. I do not vaccinate anymore. We vaccinate our kids and my daughter now. Really? It's because of vaccination? Oh my gosh, Joseph. I'm sorry to hear that. Here, Frank. It's just flu 2.0, dangerous to young, weak, and elderly. This is the newest strand they're talking about. Okay. What are you talking about? This is all planned out. Depopulation is a strong possibility for a slave's agenda. Okay. Common sense tell me our own won't let us grow too high in numbers. Keep us sick owners. Commercial warfare is not what you just said. Chemical, no, I thought you were talking about depopulation. Think of this. Bacterial infection can be treated with an antibiotic. Viruses cannot. Right, okay. I just found out I was fat by my doctor. It's new news to me. I have a pre-diabetes since 2010. I'm controlling it. It's fine. It's okay to adore apples or love them. Yeah, it's okay. But check with your doctor. Maybe he don't want you to eat a whole lot of apples or something like that. So what is it you're trying to say, the thing? Chemicals go hand in hand with depopulation, perhaps. The thing is to destroy. That is the thing, is to destroy. That's the bottom line. To make drastic change. But the thing is, in the midst of a group or whatever it is, trying to get rid of another group, it's not going to happen like that. I don't believe it's going to happen like that. World population has doubled in my lifetime. That is insane. It wouldn't surprise me if these viruses outbreak were by the elite. I didn't know that. What the World Health Organization? That's what the World Health Organization WHO says. Okay, in terms of the information, okay, biological chemical warfare is the use of unknown germs against species. Show your blessings, sister. Thank you for loving us. Oh, absolutely, Josh. We are their energy. Okay, did you watch the video of the nurse said over 90,000 or more are infected? No, I watched on I think it was CNN. They said it was up. That was like 13 hours ago, maybe 15 hours ago now. It was up to 2,000. No, it's not to destroy. If the government wants to destroy us, it's called nuclear warfare. Okay. All right. Then virus outbreak happen naturally. What happens now is some grand plan. Depopulation of the earth. Virus. Okay. All right. Enjoy your shower, Josh. All this is just a test to put people in line. Nuclear warfare is fake. Peace and blessings. Same to you, Josh and Marion. They're still guessing about Legionnaire disease. It's a tactic to hide what's really going on to distract us, okay? So what's really going on, the thing? Yeah, I recall seeing the movie The Happening. Yeah, I think I recall it. Man-made movie. Well, the thing, for one, even the information that you are finding out is from another person, it's from another source. You're not in the mix giving information. Everything that we all have to talk about is from another source, a source of a source of a source of a source. However, we don't know how far the source is and if that original source is telling absolutely the truth. It's all at this point hearsay and some of the things that we see on television. Hi, how are you? Right, yeah, it's not in sync, the thing. It's not. You probably look at the Bible for answers. We're in Revelation time. Yeah, it's the fourth horseman of the apocalypse. I believe no man, okay. Yeah, who makes computer virus, man? Who makes human virus, man? Bacterial infections is naturally occurred thing. Viruses are man-made. There are tons of patents. That's true. You're from Thailand? Hi, how are you? Humans are a virus on Earth. Viruses have been around forever. They are not all man-made. I can appreciate that. The thing. However, even if you're doing your own research, going to the library, even if you're Googling it and you're finding documentations, still it's from a source. It's from a source. And all we can do is go by what we are finding out. Oh, absolutely. I believe in everybody have their own opinion, but I'm not here to put my opinion or my thoughts on others, and neither do I want individuals in the chat to put their thoughts on others. We all have an opinion. We all have an opinion, and it's not going to always sync. It's just not. But we have to be adults enough. You believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. It's all good. Coronavirus. You can interact with the live map at. Oh, okay. It's coronavirus map.com. Okay. You too, the thing. I appreciate you. You have to perform your own test. You make some good points, but it will not appear in the chat if you are. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Frank. Common sense prevail. You're right, Hose. I trust less and less. Some of the things I was force-fed from textbooks as a child. Truth is something we may never know. How about that? Do you believe in the fourth horseman of the apocalypse? Absolutely. And you have no belief? Yeah, some people don't believe. We're living in a place or a country where we have that choice. We have options to believe or not to believe. But there are some other countries that, you're faced with two types of religion, and that's it. Now, how you believe in your heart, that's a different story. But how you conduct yourself openly, it has to be according to the laws of the land. But, people don't believe for whatever the reason is. People believe for whatever the reason is, you know? So, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's a choice that we all have. But my thing is this, just be comfortable in the choices that you make. You know, I'm secure in my choices and in my belief, you know, no matter what is being said about it. And I know you guys feel the same way about how you believe and what you believe in. And that is one of the hardest thing for us, for some human beings, is to be able to come together in the midst of our differences. It's, for some people, it is so hard to do that, because it's like, no, believe me, what I'm saying is right. It's not what you saying, you say, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. That's not always true. That's not always true. The bottom line is, we will see in the end. Corona is a Spanish word for crown. It's called corona because it has some kind of protective crown on the antigens or something like that. Really? Okay. Quantum mechanics tells us we have absolutely no idea how everything actually works. We don't know what gravity is. We don't know what is. There's your truth. There's your truth. There's your truth. There's your truth. Oh no, I hit something. Ah! The virus looked like a corona under the microscope. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to find out even more information, to see. And it will be even crazier if next week, you don't hear nothing else about it. Nothing else about it. Nothing on social media, nothing online, nothing. It just be wiped out. And then what? We're lost. We have no idea. My thing is, at least there is some type of talk about it. At least there's a possibility. There are ways we can protect ourselves. But in terms of causing panic and like, this is the end of the world and done, you know, this is it for us, it's done, that instills fear in people to the point it cripples people. And they may have opportunity to do something, but because of the fear, it paralyzes them and causes them not to do anything. And I'm talking, hey, Jim Apple, how are you? I'm talking to individuals who are not fearful, but want to be aware and protect yourself accordingly. That's where I'm coming from. Because we can talk all day, is this, is that, is, you know, chemical warfare, is depopulation, it's, you know, government, it's CIA, it's all of these things. However, we have no stable proof of it all. Everything that we all hear is actually what we hear, which has been said somewhere else or talked about somewhere else and brought to a certain point where we are able to access it. Other than that, what is not to be known is nowhere to be found. You had another earthquake today? I promise you will know it when it's in the end of the age. The earth will never end. I saw your earthquake video. Okay, I'm going to buy a scratcher. Enjoy your scratcher. Oh, he talking about the other day. Yeah, I saw his video the other day. Yeah, I saw that. I thought he was saying there was another one today. We don't have time for that. I declare. That's crazy. Oh, you're welcome, Sizzle. You're welcome. But yeah, I mean, that's how it is. You know, it's an unfortunate thing. Where's my offering pan? I mean, I realize people are going to think what they want to think. And that's a part of the freedom that we have as human beings. As human beings, that is, okay? And everything is not going to balance with another person's thoughts. And a lot of people feel strongly about their belief or what they think. And they have that right, absolutely. But I don't believe they have the right to force it on someone else. That person, all of us, we have the right to think how we want to think, you know? And that's the reality of it all, you know? That's where I stand. That's the way that's just me. Those who don't know, that's one seashell. Facts can be fudge. We are seeing it now with the impeachment by the Democrats. I'm sure the Republic are fudging things too. Don't you get it? The left and right wings are both part of the same bird. How about that? I like that, Joseph. When the earth starts moving, it's a helpless feeling. Yeah, I can imagine, because it's like, what do you have to secure yourself, Jim? Yeah, no one knows that better than people who lives in areas where they have a lot of earthquakes, for sure. I remember years ago when we had the after effect of one. It's like we felt the earthquake. Where did it come from? I think it came from Los Angeles. And we got the tail end of it. And it shook the houses. It was like a wave, you know, with the houses. And I remember I was in the house. And then I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And so I'm immediately thinking, okay, get underneath like the beam, the opening of a doorway or a closet or something like that. And then I decided to go outside, and one of my neighbors were on the porch, and I looked, he was sitting there just calm. Then I came back in the house. Then I said, wait a minute, I know this is not in my mind. It's like a quick, like a vertigo type feeling. And then I peeped out the door again, and I said, did you feel that? He was like, yeah. He said he saw all the houses shake. You know, so I understand to that magnitude. Hi, how are you? I understand it to that magnitude, but to be in the middle of an earthquake and the shaking and the tearing down and so on and so forth, I only seen that in the movies. I don't know, you know what I mean? I have not experienced that. But I'm quite sure it's the helpless, because it's nothing you can do, you know? It's like it's the earth. It's shaking. The earth, you know what I mean? And this is what you walk on. This is your stability. This is your foundation. You know, this is what keeps you going. So if the ground splits from underneath you, we don't have anything. People say it's never a good idea to run outside due to the falling objects. Yeah, what the community planned was to go to a clear field where there were no buildings and very few trees. And so that's, if something like that was to happen here, we are to go to an open field and staying clear of tall buildings and things of that nature. Now, if it happens in your downtown, man, because the buildings are like tall and it's going to crumble. You know what I mean? And it's so tight. You want to be somewhere where there's some space, where you have some room. So if anything does fall to the earth because of the earthquake, then you're in the clear. However, the ground can break way as well. 5.8 Philly 2011. It woke you up? I bet it did. I live in Thailand. Is afraid of the... Oh, really? What are you guys doing to protect yourself? Do you have masks in Thailand? Do you have masks? Man. And you know what? The cell phones, we couldn't get a phone call through, but you can text, but you couldn't call nobody. It affect all that. You missed it. It was quite heated in here. People were going back and forth saying it's the government, the CIA, is, depopulation is what was it? Was it mechanical? What was it? Was it mechanical warfare? Something else warfare. It was so much going on. People feel strongly, about certain situations and saying this is what it is, and I mean, I understand that. We all have our reason to why we believe what we believe. We have all of us have our reason to why we don't believe what we don't believe. It's just one of those things. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. I just like to have an open dialogue with intelligent people who knows how to listen to someone else's opinion and what they think instead of trying to force feed it to someone, like this is what it is. The worst place to be when a brick earthquake is on the water is cold when it hits. How do you know? Did that happen to you, Jim? Just woke up. I didn't know what was going on. The walls were shaking and I thought it was a critter in the wall. Oh, wow. Shaking the wall like, wake up. Be safe out there. I'm sorry I don't know your name. I can't figure that out. But Mr. Thailand, be safe out there. I mean, really, be safe. Find a way to protect yourself. Put like some kind of mask or something over your face. A large leaf or something. I don't know what's all out there that you can use. But find a way to protect yourself, have a mask on. Some type of mask on to use as a filter to filter the air as much as possible. If I go to pick up someone with a mask, I'm going to... You're going to be like, oh, no. But that's where we are. But how do you think a passenger would feel? Or how would you feel if you hand out a mask to a customer? How do you think that would go across? Dealing with this situation. Kawa? I probably messed that up. Quan, is that it? Quan? Did I do it right? I said Kawa. Quan. I declare. Usually for me, if a passenger have a cold, they're coughing or something like that, I will crack my window on my side. Of course, depending on the temperature. If I can put them down, all of them down, I'll do so. But I would definitely crack a window here. How are you? Yoo-hoo! Doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. You missed it, Misty. It was heated about the situation, the coronavirus. I think they're going to give it, 1 star and report you for trying to do something on them. Maybe. And then they might be appreciative and say, you know what? I meant to go to the store and get one of these. Thank you. It's when it comes to how a person going to respond, it can be like this and it can be like that. But you're in the middle to initiate, you know what I mean? How it's going to go. I don't know. I'm going to keep mine in my car. Oh, you're parked now? Awesome. Okay. I'm going to keep mine in my car. And if I feel the need to put one on, I'm going to put it on. But see, the sad part about it is they're already within the 100 feet of me. So if they have it, if they have the virus, they're already within 100 feet of me. So therefore, that's it. So it's like either I got to start my day out with this on and continue from that point. I would hand out masks to people riding in the same car if you had real fat gas. Okay, okay. All right. As if they're so close to you. Yeah, just like with here. This is actually, when it comes to your personal space, they say if you can reach out and touch that person, they're in your personal space. That is within 100 feet. A person sitting right next to you, they're in your personal space. Now that's a little different if they're about there, but still, that is still within 100 feet, just on an angle here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Quan. So, Chelle, you're going to pick people up if you get a call to the airports? No. Yeah, stand up to protect yourself. That's right. Protect yourself. Quan, do you offend passengers by having it on? I put it this way. Most people that is, will appreciate if you wear a mask if you have a cold. Okay? So you can approach it from that perspective. Oh, or I got a toothache. You know what I mean? You can, I just prefer to wear a mask today. I don't want you to lie, but me personally, I probably would just say I just felt more comfortable wearing a mask nowadays with the situation that's going on with the coronavirus. Now, of course, you don't know how that's going to end, but I have to be okay how it ends. You know what I mean? Because and the bottom line is you have to protect yourself. Who's going to protect you but you? Bottom line. Someone comes in here, I have masks, right? Someone comes in here and they look really sick. Okay, what do I supposed to do? Protect myself. What's the quickest thing I can do? Put a mask on. Do I tell the person to leave? Me personally, if I can get them to their destination, I'll do that. But if they look sickly, then no. Where I stop is where I'll be until the ambulance come get the particular person. Absolutely. I'm not trying to put myself in harm's way. You could say I'm ugly, preferred. Stop it. Coronavirus sounds like a virus from Corona. A lot of people were saying that in the other part of the conversation. But me, that was my reaction also. Yeah, I wouldn't say, do you offend? Yeah, I wouldn't be going to the airport because I do know if I go to the airport, I have a real strong chance of coming across something like that. Simply because it's the airport and there are still people trying to travel from these particular infected countries to come to wherever. It don't necessarily have to be here, but wherever. Yeah, with my face, people may think. May thank you for wearing your mask. Stop it. My immune system is very low, so I wouldn't take much. Yeah. And you have to, and that's good, you're aware of that. So you have to stand clear, even when it comes to babies who are sick. I'm looking into electric air purifier for the car. Well, nice. Okay. They have them out there. I think they have like a, but see, you need to get the right kind though. Oh my gosh, you need to get the kind that the hospitals have. Like, oh, what is it called? Oh my gosh, I don't know if they have them for cars. It's a special kind. Amazon, okay. It's a special kind because see, what you want to do is, see, the filter is, even with the purifier, it has to have a filter because air flows. And you want the filter to be, woven in such a way where it can't enter in. That's why when it comes to the N95 mask, that is for respiratory. when it comes to things that are airborne, because the way it's made is tightly made to prevent the airflow to come in. You're actually just breathing your own air. And it also have like a filter on it. Yeah, it's a respiratory mask. It's a green color. It's a green color. Hey, before I leave today, please be kind to each other. Absolutely, Joseph. Absolutely. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Don't be a stranger. Going to sleep and then staying. It's okay. And then see me again. Okay. And then staying. See again. Okay. I think that's what you're saying. Going to sleep and then. Okay. All right. Good night. Okay, I'll look for that. I'm looking at the N5. Yeah, the N95. Those are your respiratory masks. That's what we use when we were in the hospital. This is what you see the people on the news. You see them with those masks on. That looks like the N95. I hate leaving my sick dog alone, but I need the money. Yeah, how sick? I think you said he ate something. Yeah, it's respiratory. You had a lady yesterday coughing badly the whole trip. Now, see, some things are smoker's cough. Some things it's just a cough. But when it came to I don't recall this a whole lot of coughing for the people that I can recall. Yeah, I hope it's not valley fever. What is valley fever? Is that something that happens there? There goes your favorite lady. Oh, me? How are you, Omar? Is driving. How are you doing? How's it going? How do you think a passenger would feel if you hand them a mask? You doing good? Awesome. Glad to hear it. How do you think your passengers would feel? Or do you think the passengers should wear a mask? A fibrillator? Yeah. If you need a fibrillator, yeah, it's always good to have. Yeah, because it'll shock your rhythm back into normal rhythm. You would get one. That's what Dustin said. You'll get 1 star. I don't know. I guess I see it in a different perspective. I'm thinking people will be more conscious. They're aware of what's going on. They probably, especially, and then if they're in our vehicles and we start coughing, that might, have a flag for them. But see, the thing is this, it's not so much coughing when we can catch colds from one another anyway. So people shouldn't be offended, though. I wouldn't be offended if someone was to come up to me and they have a mask on. Of course, I'm going to wonder, okay, what's going on? But then I'm going to say, okay, whatever it is, 2 things happening. The person is protecting me from whatever it is that they have, and they're protecting themselves from whatever it is that I have. Because that's how it is when we will go into the patient's room. They're in isolation. There's certain things we had to put on to protect ourselves because we're coming in a particular space where if we don't gown up and mask and goggles, whatever it is that we need based upon the precaution, the isolation precaution, then we're coming out of that room. We're exposing whatever it is that's in that room to everyone we come across, meaning other sickly patients as well, and visitors, people from out of the country, because, it's a hospital. You know what I mean? So we as human beings, we do have to take the initiative to protect ourselves, not just from ourselves, but from other things as well. You're grateful for Uber Eats? Okay. Good night, Kawan. It's so hard to tell the difference between the virus and the flu. Yeah, the person who's going through it can. I might stop at Walgreens and get a mask. Yeah. I don't think it would hurt. Oh, you work at the airport and we don't even wear it. It's kind of weird. Oh, wow. See, yeah. If we truly, if we're really truly independent, it should be okay for us to wear masks. That's right. It should be up to us. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Me personally, I wouldn't feel offended. If anything, I would probably feel more comfortable sitting in the front seat because I'm like, okay, for one, you're not smelling nobody bad breath or good breath. I don't know. Then what if they got a rotten teeth? You don't have to smell that. Hey, bring on the mask. I feel safer already because I'm like, whatever it is you got behind there, providing you got the right mask on, it's going to stay there. It's all good. People don't even shake hands anymore. They do the pound. Pound. I'm okay with that. Pound. No problem. It's all good. Why? Because people don't have proper hygiene. Some people scratch, dig, cough, nose, ears, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And then they go like this. I'm good. I'm fine with that. We can do like this. It don't even touch. I'm fine with that, you know? Or, hi, I'm good with that, you know? Exactly. No problem. You know, there are certain things we need to do because we don't know how other people's hygienes are. And some people are not aware of how they should clean themselves with certain situations, you know? So it's normal to me. It's okay to me. You're supposed to wash your hands before you go into the bathroom. You wash your hands when you come out of the bathroom. You know, you don't touch the doorknob. Certain things that I'm used to as a routine based upon me going to, the school to learn it, that it becomes like second nature for me. When I'm home, I wipe my doorknobs down from the front door, all of the doors. Why? Because you're outside, you're touching the doorknobs of buildings. And what I do, when I remember, I'll do one of these and I'll pull my sleeve and do it that way. Or sometimes people will open the door and I appreciate that. I'm like, thank you so much. Because you just don't know. You really don't know. And sometimes we can forget all the things that we touch in the course of a day. And then coins. Have you smelled a penny? Oh my God. Have you smelled a dollar bill lately? Like, and then next thing you know, you're touching your face and you wonder why you're breaking out. You know, you're touching your lips, you're breaking out, you don't know what's going on. Then you go to the doctors, they don't know exactly what it is. It's unknown to them, you know. Hey, Tony L, how are you? You get some riders that run rub your shoulders at the thank you. Yeah, that's true. They feel like that's a little safe. Well, I mean, as long as they weren't back there, you know. And usually when I hear my passengers like sniffling, I said, would you like a Kleenex? I have a box back there, you know. And then I do kind of sort of keep my eye to see where they're going to stuff it. Most of them, all of them, they did take it with them because I don't want to see, yeah. You've been home with the fever? You're right, Tony L. I declare. Unless you see someone you don't like. You don't have to wash your hands. See that? What if people don't like a lot of people, including you, Melissa? Then they be like, yo, stop. I mean, yeah, the other lady. Why am I thinking about her? I mean, I meant to say it, Misty. Corona has reached. It has? Wait a minute. It's reached Orange County in California? Tony, for real? 30 minutes from you? Really? Oh, okay, you said no. I said I'll be at home. Oh, you'll be at home with the fever. Okay. No, I'm not afraid. No. That's what they're saying, yes. Oh my gosh. California? Orange County? Wow. All right, Jim. No, oh, you said not a fever. You said forever. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. No, I said I'll be home forever. Right. I assume Tony Allen is not picking up people. No, he's not a driver. He's a student. So you got to go to school, or you're going to do online. You got to come outside one day. I have filters already in my home, but I bought a big one, a floor model that I haven't used. I might unpack it. I might just unpack it. Yep, and I bought extra filters with, too, because if you don't change your filters out, you're defeating the purpose. Because the filter, you can only use these, I think, is 8 hours for this. But the N95 is good for 24 hours. So every filter has its limits, just like our cabin filter, air filter, you know what I mean? Different things like that. Just because there's a filter in it, you do have to still change it. LOL, no, I don't do the ride share. Just love Chelle Page and everyone here. But yes, check Google. The first case was confirmed here in Orange County. Wow. Oop, hold on. Yeah. I hold on. I can get it afterwards. Or you can get right here. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's no report of the virus spreading in the U.S. yet. However, there's 3 cases of people coming back from China with virus. Well, like that, someone who lives in California said the first case was from Orange County. So it's here. I'll be staying away from the casino. You better. You better stay away. You're going to save a whole lot of money, Tony. A whole lot of money. I declare. So far this morning, the only thing happened is I'm watching the parking space line. Why is it getting whiter? What's going on? But yes, check the Google. Yeah, I'll look into that. It's something to be aware, guys. Just be careful of your surroundings, who you're around, not to disrespect people or boredom. Well, as long as you got an internet, The 3 cases in the U.S. were in California, Washington, and Chicago. Wow, Washington. I am like 45 minutes away from D.C. 45 minutes. Yeah. Guess what? That's what I'm going to keep in my car. And I'll just have to deal with the situation. Which Washington? He's saying Washington, D.C. What are you saying? Seattle or what? Which California? Oh, not D.C.? Oh, okay. The state? I guess he's saying the state. Okay, got it. Okay, so that's not me. All right, then I'm good. But anyway, I'm going to keep it. I mean, it's not going to do any harm. You know what I mean? I had a passenger the other day. She was coughing, and I had my little window cracked, but then I had some Halls. I said, would you like a Hall? She said, oh, thank you. And when I handed to her, I made sure my finger was here. You know what I mean? Because I don't know her habits of coughing besides what I saw here. So you got to take advantage of don't do this or like this. You hold it like this. This is not like, oh, you're contagious. No, you got to protect yourself. And then when you hand it like this, you're protecting them and they're protecting themselves from you because they're grabbing that in. You see what I'm saying? They're grabbing that in. So instead of you putting it like this and then they're in your hand, it's a closer contact. You just don't know the hygiene of everybody. There you go. This is how I gave it to her with no thoughts of, like, oh my gosh, don't touch me. None of that. That's stupid, But I think this is more proper to hand a piece of candy to an individual, because then they can take it like this. Granted, yeah, they would have to take this and peel it, but at least everything on the outside is close. I'm close enough to Ritz-Carlton. You think there would be something? It might be. You know how it is, Misty. You got to go and check it out. You know what I mean? You got to go and check it out. You know how it is. Matter of fact, look. I'm going to take this. Yes, indeed. But they say corona causes respiratory disease, but it's mild and can be treated. Me personally, Tony, I want everybody to be safe and just protect yourself. Just monitor how you interact with people, how you wash your hands, aware of different things that you touch. That's just a normal thing that we all should do, because we just never know. A lot of times we have already been exposed before we find out. But if we can try to do preventative things that is possible to do, then go for it. Yeah, there's no cure. Okay, all right, Jazzin 28, no problem. Then they say there's no cure. Yeah. There's a lot of things being said. That's why I started the conversation, because that's what it is. It's a conversation, so that people talk about it. Try to put some things in place to help yourself. Don't wait for a warning to come across, and the sound and all that kind of stuff. You must do this, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Or you hear people riding through your neighborhood on the mic saying, do not leave your home. This area is being quarantined. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just going too far out, but I'm just saying, if you can get filters, masks, even gloves, if you can have those things in your house, if you never use them, it's better to have them than not to have them. It's better to have bullets than not to have them close to a gun. I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Gwen, how are you? I like your picture and your tattoo. Did that hurt? And oh wow, they lined them up real good. I was like, well, do tell now. You could get a deer rack for we're not going that far. We're not trying to isolate. We're trying to protect ourselves. That's all. Not isolation. We still wanted people around. We still want to interact with people. That was your daughter? Y'all look like twins. Are you? No, that's not your daughter. Look, I'm telling you, that's not your daughter. What? Wow. Y'all look like twins. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Y'all look like twins. But this is you, what we see in this picture right here, right? Or is this your daughter too? Get a little trail. No, stop it. Don't do that, Misty. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. You end up having a rope. Here you go. Stay right there. Here we go. Keep up now. Come on. Keep up. No, we're not. That's not where we are. Even though some people are going to think that way, though. You're right, Misty. People are going to start, because when people panic, it's like less oxygen get to the brain. They don't think. It's panic. It's like, you know what I mean? Oh, it is you? Well, your daughter favors you so much. I mean, I thought that was you. I thought it was you. I was like, wow. Yeah. Maybe they'll bring back rumble seats. What's that? I declare. It's just one of those things, we got to protect ourselves. We got to do that. And simple hygiene goes a long way. And once you hear of any cases in your particular state. I think, yeah, I don't know what that is. I think it's important to have, it's not going to hurt if you have, it's not going to hurt if you have masks in your house now. It's not going to hurt anything. Some people I know in my community, they're people who wear masks because they are allergic to the cutting of the grass, and when the people come to cut grass, they can't, deal with the fresh cut grass, so they have to wear a mask and things of that nature. So it's not like it's abnormal. You know what I mean? People wear masks when they have a cold. They wear masks when they have a toothache. It's not like to have a mask on is your disease. It's supposed to be something to help protect you from something, and that something from you. It's how you respond to the information that are coming. If you're panicky, then you're going to be walking around like this, and then you're not going to never ever come outside. And it's not for that. It's just a way to protect yourself as you continue on your daily routine. Oh, I never heard of it. Thank you. No, you can't hold your breath for the whole trip. No, no. Hey, Top Speed, how are you? What? No, hold on. You must have said something. I declare. Let me go back. Hey, how are you doing? I'm having wife. What? What's what's going on, Tony? I declare. Maybe they'll bring back the. Oh, I got it now. You roll the seat out in the passenger. No, we're not going there. And the passengers be in the back. No. That's it. That's what I was looking for. The HIPAA filter. Bam. You got it. Curly, you got it. That's it. HIPAA filter, the word that you were thinking of. That was it. Bam. Thank you. That's what we use in the hospital. You never... I just read your comment. And I'm craving... Oh, poor child. They get a discount. Oh my gosh. Misty. Oh, I declare. You have an option today. Yes, you do. Now, you see the seat further back there? Yeah. You can get a discount if you would sit back there. Matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, let's do the discount ride. Have a seat back there, all right? Thank you. No, Misty, it's not happening. It's not happening. Gary, it can't. This is what I do. This is what I do. When the passengers leave, if I can, I will roll down all four windows, no matter how cold, how hot. I roll them down, let some air exchange. Why? We deal with passengers who have body odor. Some people are allergic to certain colognes or perfumes, so you got to air your car out. Some people pass gas, including the driver, okay? So, I mean, that's the reality. It's not like, oh, it's all about the passenger. No, it's also the drivers as well. You want to air it out. So then, at the end of the day, what I did in my Equinox, I sprayed the car, wiped off the door handles, sprayed, closed the car. It had the Lysol disinfectant spray in the car. That was the last smell. Of course, the air's coming in too when you shut the door. But all of that sat in the car for however long it did until it dissipated. And then when I come in the car, technically, providing I don't have anything on my hand, but I'm coming into the car, it should be fresh. And of course, you want to keep your cabin filters clean, because that is what is the cabin filter filters the air that is in your car. Hey, how are you, Quaker? Blow it up. No. drive the car out on two. No. We're not gonna drive on two wheels. No. Yeah, I'm getting some personal. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt to have some. Oh, it's getting hot. The sun is out, y'all. Ooh, the sun is out. I feel it. I didn't see your other comment. When I was driving, I carried Lysol and Raid. Stop, Raid. Oh Lord, why Raid? I use an air freshener spray that smells. Okay. Why Raid? The sun is like burning right on my coat. Did I see the other comment? Put them in the engine. Oh my gosh, put them in. No, it's not. It's not a solution to isolate. It's to have to bring comfort amongst. Oh, you're kidding? Oh, okay. 72. It was 40 something earlier. You're kidding? Okay. You know what? You get on my nerve, Frank. But some people hate Hawaiian Glad air freshener. Yeah, you got to be aware of that. Whenever you are dealing with the public, no matter where you are, you have to be neutral with everything. When I would go to work, even though I love the fruity smells and the sweetness, and how we as women like to smell, but when I go to work, I can't have all that on. I have to have something on subtle because it can irritate people. It can cause an allergic reaction. So we have to be respectful to one another. It's not 100% all about us. Sometimes we have to alter our routine to help support and care for others. Nothing surging? Wow. That's messed up. So it's one of those things that we have to take the initiative to protect ourselves. And I'm quite sure there are some passengers that came across some drivers who were coughing, and they probably were thinking, well, I wish he or she would put a mask on. I think if you're sick, it's common courtesy. DoorDash is killing me. $12 order to place with no phone signal. Oh my gosh, Quaker, what are you gonna do? Has this ever happened before? I might have to get a phone book, call people up. Do you need a ride? Right. I declare, that is crazy. I done put on so many different lip things. It's crazy. Maybe I'll end with this one here. I don't know. But yeah, it's all good. Whatever you do, protect yourself respectfully. And, I'm probably going to talk to some of my passengers tomorrow and ask them, how would you feel if drivers start passing out masks? Or if you see your driver with a mask on, how would you feel knowing what's going on? Because the thing is this, all it takes is one person. Anytime they said one patient affected 14 people. Oh, I'm on my way in. I'm going to go in. Drives me nuts how many people are in my car talking on the phone. Yeah. They don't recognize you as a driver. They just say, oh, I'm in an Uber. Oh, my Uber just picked me up. Some people feel offended if you say, oh, my driver picked me up. So they just say Uber. Yeah, I know. You know who you are, Misty. No, I wouldn't pick up a passenger with explosive diarrhea simply because what is causing the diarrhea? It could be C. difficile. It could be a lot of things. Let's say if it wasn't some type of bacteria, if I had the proper things to, like some diapers or something like that, to, help it be contained, and then have some type of plastic with absorbent pads to help absorb it for an accident, because things do happen, I would not chance it. Why I wouldn't chance it? Because this is my vehicle. I use this not only for public but for private, family and friends and myself. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes. Have I ever, hold on. Yeah, I have. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Yeah, I have. Oh yeah. I've given people who are homeless, a ride in my car. Yeah, absolutely. But we're talking about diarrhea. We're talking about, we got to know the cause of it. Things of that nature. Even some drivers have had accidents in their own cars. You know, pass gas and oops, oh wow, that's a wet one right there. You know what I mean? But see, they're in their own seat kind of thing. But when you're dealing with a passenger making a mistake and they have diarrhea and it's an accident, that seat is not only for that passenger, but for other passengers to come, those who are wearing business suits and outfits and so on and so forth. So if anything, especially if it's C. diff, you gotta take all that out of the car. The seats gotta go, the carpet gotta go, and then who's gonna pay for all that? We are independent. We have to protect ourselves and see other riders don't catch something from our cars. Absolutely. Yeah. I haven't heard of too many passengers saying, "Oh, I got this stain in my car, in my suit, because the driver's car was dirty." It's not a mistake when I declare. How are you picking up someone going to the ER? How about picking up someone going to the ER? Depends. For one, if they're having chest pains, no, you're taking a chance. Hey, Jaden, how are you? It's better to call the ambulance. If it's a gunshot, put pressure on it, call the ambulance. Simply because you in your car cannot drive faster than the ambulance or police. You can't. You are a regular car. You got to obey the traffic light, the stop signs, everything else, and pedestrians. You don't have a siren. I'm good. Thanks. You don't have a siren to get people out of your way. Ambulance does. The fire department does. And the police. You don't. To everybody else, you just look like a normal car, a normal person in a car. You know what I mean? So, happy Sunday to you too. And so, therefore, people going to be like, oh, you're going to wait for me. But if it's a police, ambulance, or fire truck, they can break through all those things. We are to stop for them. So I would do the best that I can and aid at the site, like I did when the passenger, I picked her up from the hospital, and she was with her cousin, and they got in the back seat, and she was in pain. I said, "You sure you want to leave the doctor's office?" And she said, "Yeah, because there's nothing else they can do." I said, "Okay." So we made it home, but she was like, "Oh," I said, "You sure you don't want to go back to the doctor's office?" Okay. Now, if it was just me and her, I would have taken her back to the doctor's office. But because she had her cousin with her who was coherent and fully aware, I listened to her, you see? And so I got them home. She made it to the front of the steps. And I said, she made it up there and she collapsed. So I got out of my car I told them, I said, somebody got to call the ambulance now. Okay. So they were looking for their phones, which was weird, but okay. So they called, and I asked the lady, I said, did they say they on their way? She said, yes. Then I went on and went. My job is done. I got them to the destination. I also advised, call the ambulance. They did. You know what I mean? There's no need for me to stand around. All right, now, Misty, take care. So it's one of those type things. You want to be concerned. You want to do everything that you can do to the best of your ability, but then there's a point you got to put your hands up and step back, because you got to let the medical people come in and do what they can do, because they can do more than what we can do, you know. But it's good to have that concern. So that's where that's where I was, you know. And that was the only thing that that I had to be involved with when it came to the ambulance or passenger actually being sick and things of that nature. But it's one of those things. It's it happens. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You got to obey that. That's what you're supposed to do, for sure. But yeah, that's what I would do, Frank. That's what I would do in a heartbeat. I wouldn't try to race through the, no way, no. You may want to feel it because your heart is like this. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Because what's going to happen is, first of all, I'm a stranger. That person is a stranger. That person don't have my history, medical history. Neither do I have theirs. All I do is have the name that's on the app. What's on the app is R. That's all I know. Okay? So I'm going through trying to get through all the traffic and honking horn and people don't know what I'm saying and doing. And then all of a sudden I get in an accident. Now you got two people out. What happened here? No one is alive or coherent to tell the story. So it's better to do what you can if you got to put pressure. But keep in mind, whenever you put pressure on an area, you got to keep the pressure there. You can't put it there and say, oh, let me switch hands. You can't do it. Because you think about it, your hand or whatever it is you're holding across that hole is like the skin. Okay, so when it's all closed, blood flows the way it should. But as soon as you lift your hand, it has an opening. So you got to keep that pressure on there until help comes. Sweating bullets and all, you got to keep it there. So if you start the pressure, keep the pressure until they come, and then they'll tell you when to let up so they can slap on the absorbent pad that will absorb the blood and so on and so forth and add pressure. You can't, it's just like with CPR. Once you start it, don't stop it until paramedics is right by your side saying switch. Then you hand off, they're good. They got them hooked up to the defibrillator and so on and so forth. No, don't do that, because you're getting you can get in an accident. On graveyard shifts, look out for that might need medical attention rather than just around home. That's very true. That's very true, Quaker. What about someone is about to give birth? Nope, ambulance, because as that baby come out, their neck can get wrapped around the umbilical cord, and they can strangle. No. Get help to the site. Get help, because you're doing all this and that. You don't know the position of the umbilical cord. And you know all that jogging and everything moving around. The baby can be born not breathing. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Get help to where you are as soon as possible. But if there's something safely you can do, that's what you do. You know? But other than that, you got to wait for help. You got to wait for help. You taking a chance, that is exactly what it is, a chance. And the police not going to, most police in terms of, in the city or whatever, they're not going to drive behind you and say, pull over. They want, and they want you to pull over. If you don't, they're going to call for backup. They may come to the side. I don't know. But then either way, you say, I got somebody in the car having a baby, they're going to still take, pull over, pull over. You understand what I'm saying? Even they going to tell you to stop on the site so paramedics can come. So yeah, that's how that is. All right, everybody. Love yourself. Know yourself, be yourself, change yourself to improve yourself, and take care, and I'll talk to you guys again at night on the Great Vision. Accept the long trip request. No, not necessarily, Quaker. I won't. Not necessarily. Yeah. I have, but yeah. I just something that I did it once. I'll put it that way. No, twice. I did twice. It wasn't comfortable, and that was it for me. Yeah. All right, guys, take care. Love yourself, know yourself, be yourself, change yourself to improve yourself. Exactly. Bye.